I'm in the city, I'm whipping exotic. She off of narcotics, she rubbing my body. I think she popped her ex on Molly. I think she in college, but fuck it, we party. Ain't no new friends, my nigga, we solid. We on it, we bought it, I don't even doubt it. My niggas lit in this bitch and we crowded.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another weekly forecast. Today is the 4th of January 2021. So this is the first weekly forecast of the year. So I'm excited to get into it. I'm not doing it how I traditionally do, which is I go through the charts first, put up my notes, take screenshots, and then go through those. I'm actually going to go through the live charts today, and you'll see two trades which I'm currently in also. So before we get into it, check for timestamps at the bottom. If there's something specific which you want to see in this video, I've put it down in the timestamp so you can skip directly to that, so I don't waste any of your time. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we'll start off on the 2 hour. You can see these are two trades which I'm in right now, but we'll get into those a little bit later. Let's start off from a larger point of view. So this is the monthly. As you can see, let me just quickly explain what you see on my charts right now. This green box is the profit target. I'm currently in two trades which I am trying to hold on to until it reaches this area. Now the reason why I believe this area is because you can see here there's, it was a strong resistance. Price couldn't come past. It's a place that price kept coming to. So yeah, naturally price is going to make its way up there. And if not, then you'll find the next level but to the downside instead of up here. But since I do have a bullish bias on this pair, I am expecting it to make its way up, so that's why I put this green box here. Then also there's these two horizontal areas, so these are the two significant levels which I have marked up. There are more significant levels, but the reason why I only have these two marked up is because they are the most recent ones and the most relevant. For example, I'll keep this one here because price can treat this as an area to retest off of, or it could be making some movement like a break and a retest to the downside. So it's a very relevant area, and this is where price is playing around right now, as you will see later on the smaller time frames. The reason why I still have this one here is because if price does decide to make its way to the downside, then this would become this pretty much. So I would have something like that, and this is where I would be expecting price to make its way down to. So on the daily, it's a little bit messy because of these little lines, but please try to ignore them. They are useful and they will make more sense in the smaller time frames. So there's also this big trend line. Keep on back to the monthly. There's this big trend line here which I've put on, and the reason why I've put that there is because, I love trend lines and they seem to make sense. So this is how I like to trade. And this was an obvious trend line which I saw, and we saw a price break above it. So yeah, I'm keeping this there because if price does decide to go to the downside, pretty much it's used as a confirmation. It's used as an area where if price breaks it, then it is going to keep dropping down that way. So I'll elaborate on that in a sec. So we'll head over to the 2 hours where we started off from. And yeah, price is obviously in an uptrend. If we just come down to the larger time frames, you can see once price it retraced down to the 7,000, and yeah, it's just been a very strong couple of weeks. It's been a very strong 2 months actually. And you can see we're only 4 days into the first month, and we do have, it's bullish. It's a very bullish. That's why I'm expecting price to make its way up. But this is what I see on the smaller time frame. So when I was talking about the 0.77 being a significant level, and it's still relevant because of the way price is reacting around it, well, you can see that very clearly. We have seen a clear break of this level and a clear retest. Now price didn't have enough strength just to boost up straight after that, but it was consolidating for a bit. It was consolidating. We saw a sharp bearish engulfing, and then a stronger bullish engulfing before, creating a Fibonacci. It just started retracing. It started making its way up. So we draw this up here. You can see clear as day, very clear Fibonacci. So we can see there was an impulsive movement from here to here. Price has retraced, and it created a very strong bearish candle in my opinion. Not only did it reject 0.77 level and the 0.618, but it also made its way and it created like the second part of this trend line. Like this trend line wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this. So it created that, you know, very strong rejection, and that's why I think price is, you know, that's another confirmation as to why I feel like price is overall bullish. Now, there is some bearish action here. I feel like I should just take my trades out because chances are price is going to make its way back down to here or down to this area here before making its way up. But I mean, I haven't really thought this out yet. I'm probably going to do that after this video, but pretty much, yeah, that's what I see at the moment. Price is very, in the long term, bullish. So that's what we're seeing on the 1 hour. We'll go down onto the 15 minute now. Well, we see price using this 7 moving average as a moving support. Currently, price is stuck between this support and this trend line, which is acting as a resistance. There is some consolidation here, so price isn't really doing too much in this area. It's come up to a resistance. It doesn't have enough strength to break through to the upside, but at the moment, the US dollar isn't strong enough to bring it back down. So it's just around this area, it's just waiting. We have some fundamentals coming out tomorrow for the US, so we'll see what happens with that. But honestly, I feel like tonight, price could make a retracement to anywhere around here before making its way up. So most likely, I'm going to set my stops to break even. So set this one to break even and set this one to slight profits and leave it at that, because this here was the last low which price made. But yeah, it's in this channel at the moment. I also see this right here, which is a clear double top. So that's further indication as to why I feel like, you know, price could drop down here. We've seen a strong rejection here with the previous 2 hour candle, and now with the current 2 hour candle, which closes in, when does this finish? Okay, so in about an hour. Then yeah, we'll see what happens. So I might actually hold this until this candle is finished, because there is chances that it could push up and close bullish, but right now it is not. So double top formation, that's why I didn't delete these trend lines, because although it is very bullish, if this is a strong double top formation and we close with a lower low, and then yeah, if we close with a lower low, there is a strong chance that price will melt down. So that's why I'm keeping those areas open. But right now, these are the trades I'm in, and what I'm concerned about, or pretty much what I want to keep in the back of my head as I'm going through these trades or managing them, is I want to keep my eye open around this area. I want to keep both my eyes open around this area here. So if price breaks here, then that means it must have broken the moving average too. And we'll see where this one, like this would be my last line of support. I feel like if price breaks the 20 moving average, then I'll close both the trades. But I'm in this for more so a swing. It's like a swing trade. You know, my targets are set pretty high. As you can see, they are like 27, 17, you know, 1 to 27, 1 to 17 risk to reward ratio. So they're very high risk to reward ratios. So if these trades play out, amazing. Currently, these are on my live FTMO, which I have started, and I will make a separate video on that to update you guys about what's going on with the previous FTMO demo challenge and what's currently happening with this new FTMO challenge, which I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, pretty much I'm in the real FTMO challenge now for the 10k account, and these trades are legit, like these are real trades which I'm currently in. They are only 0.5% each though. So if I win this trade to the full target, this will be a, like 27. So that'll be like 14% profit. And this one will be 9% profit, which both are more, like the 9% profit will pretty much win me the FTMO challenge anyway. So I'm going to hold these more so for the long term. I just need to work on my risk management, my trade management, because I do like to keep my stops trailing tightly. But when you're following big trends, you can't really keep the stops trailing so tightly, because price can always just, you know, come down, like fake you out, just like it did here. You know, it can always just make a strong retracement, take you out, which it did with my previous trade before coming up. I did have a very nice trade set up here, but unfortunately my stops were a little bit too tight. So I mean, that's most of the reason why I haven't actually moved these stops to break even yet. Currently, if price reverses all the way down here, I will be taken out at a 1% loss. So it's just a matter of, you know, figuring out where's the best place to move my stop loss to. But yeah, that's for me to figure out, and I'll probably do that afterwards. So far we can see price has rejected this moving average quite strongly. There's a little candle formation here, which I can see that's saying, hey, we're gonna make our way up, but there is still chances that price can make a lower high and then push down to make a lower low, and it can still make its way down. So anything can happen pretty much. I think if it does, it's because of this double top. And if a double top does get respected and I do see price start to rapidly make its way down, I will close out these trades, wait for price to make its full retracement either to the 0.77 or one of these two trend lines, most likely this one, and then I'll enter back for long positions, still with the same targets going up to 0.81. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you're trading the Aussie dollar, I really hope that this video has brought you some clarity, some better understanding, and some value, so that when you do go on to take some trades, at least you're a little bit more informed with what's going on, and you can take some smarter trades and avoid the losses. But hey, losses come when they do. Sometimes it's not your fault, you just have to keep soldiering on. I'll probably make another video about that. But yeah, that brings us to the end. So if you did enjoy this video and if you feel like it did bring you some value, please click the thumbs up button. If you want to see more weekly reviews, I do these videos every single week, as well as vlogs and other videos. So click subscribe if you want to see more videos from my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.